As I was putting this course together, it occurred to me that many of you might be interested in a unique approach to identifying and enumerating different assets on a web application built with a modern JavaScript library like React or Angular. This bonus tip works in probably 90% of web applications built using one of those frameworks, and this trick revolves around the way JavaScript frameworks compile their code from the developer's machine into a single JavaScript bundle consumed by the application. Let's take a quick look back at hacking React and the cyber scavenger hunt to demonstrate this concept. Here we are looking back at the cyber scavenger hunt. In a previous lesson, we learned a bit about Chrome extensions and Chrome developer tools to help us enumerate parts of a website. And I'd like to share this additional trick with you. Let's start by opening up Chrome DevTools, as it will be easier for us to inspect the source code for this application inside of the Sources tab. We can expand out a list of all of the assets that are loaded by this application. And specifically, we're looking for something that looks like main.js. The reason we're looking for something like a main.js is that React, Angular, and really most of the modern JavaScript tooling that developers use today to build applications will compile a variety of disparate files together into a single JavaScript file that can be consumed by the application in its production environment. Typically, those compilers will name this file something like main.js. And once we open the file, we want to use the pretty print icon down here in the bottom left corner, and that's going to expand out this JavaScript file for us. The next thing I want you to do is to hit Control F, or if you're on OS X, it might be Command F, to search this file. And I want you to look for the name path, maybe add a colon at the end of it, just to help us continue to narrow down the search results that we might have. And you can see here that we found two paths, one with a path of slash, and the next with a path of admin. This indicates that the JavaScript code that created this web application has deliberately created client-side routing to two different entry points of the application, meaning that up in the browser bar, by default, the slash indicates that we are at cyberscavengerhunt.com, maybe just a slash at the end, and obviously that's going to reload the page. Or I could type in /admin, and we would find potentially a different entry point into the application. Let's look at another example. Here we are back at hackingreact.io. Just like the previous example, let's open up Chrome Developer Tools, go to the Sources tab, and try to identify any static JavaScript files with main.js as part of the name. And we'll expand out the content of this file, and we'll search for path : at which point we see 17 results, although not all of these results are going to be relevant, as we can see here, as override hook state delete path is not part of the URL structure enumerating the entry points for this application. So let's keep searching through the file, and we'll avoid all of the false positives here. And eventually, we come down to this block where we can see a variety of these paths that are defined right here in line in code. So if you were an attacker, you might take a look at a page like /architecture. Copy that, and we'll put that at the end of our URL. And look at that, we can jump ahead to another page of the application. This is a great trick that I use all the time when I'm trying to enumerate a web application during a penetration test. And I hope it's one that we can rely on later in this course as we explore the OWASP juice shop. Stay safe out there, everybody.